Call a meeting of the Geneva Nuisance Committee to order. For the roll call, let the record reflect that all members are present with the exception of Jim Buckingham, who is recuperating. Approval of minutes from June 9th, 2026 were submitted to you electronically. If there are no additions or corrections, I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Proper review and current warnings and citations. 120 South Main Street. We're still continuing to monitor that.
Still looks, yeah.
They're doing reasonably okay.
Yep.
400 North Main, our favorite subject.
So,
I think that's gonna be a whole nother discussion. I'm gonna do that now or.
well, it is, or we can do it now. It's how
Let's do it. Let's do it now.
The lien has been filed. The town attorney took care of that. What we ran into now is 400 North Main has 3 parcels, different size parcels. And when we sent in the lien for the total amount of like the 34,000, whatever it is, the county department came back to us and said, there's 3 parcels, how do we apply it? So they actually took the time to figure out the cost of each parcel, what it was worth, and broke down our lien, and you should have those in front of you, on how much should go on each parcel. If we agree to that, which I think is smart, we just have to sign this letter stating that this is how we want the lien to be applied to all 3 of those parcels under 400 North Main. So, and then once we sign that, I'll get it to them and then it's done.
So for the first parcel, we're looking at 29,600.
Mm-hmm.
Second parcel, 3,000. And third parcel, 1,473.
Mm-hmm.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Yep.
Second.
Second.
Tina. All in favor of approving this proportion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
And they've also received, per the town attorney's recommendation, an updated invoice as well as a copy of the lien. That was mailed out last week, so they should have it.
There's been no response yet.
No response.
Okay. I noticed driving by today, or this morning, that there's now a car with the front wheels up on blocks out in the front driveway there.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what that's all about. There's been absolutely no improvement. Maybe getting into the pocket a little bit will change that. I don't know.
Okay.
Moving on, 115 Lincoln. That's the garage roof falling down. I need to contact Mark on that and see where he wants to go with it. 225 Mill Street. For the most part, their property is compliant, except for the problem with their one neighbor to the north. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes here.
Yes.
On that, we may want to advise Tinkums to go ahead and clean up their part of the property, cut that tree down that fell onto their property, dispose of any damaged stuff, and go from there. And then have him bill the property owner that the tree fell from.
I think we just need to be careful giving direction for that because it's a civil matter on private property.
We can suggest.
We can suggest, but as far as giving direction specifically to do that, I don't want to take the responsibility.
I think if we suggest that he go ahead and do that, just as part of his civic duty on his property. If he chooses to do that, fine. If not, they're still going to go back. It's still, to me, it's the property on Mill Street that is the problem.
Yeah, regardless, it creates a violation of the nuisance committee on both sides. So.
Yeah. 300 Mill Street continues to show progress.
Not much recently, but I know that they said that during the summer it's gonna be a little bit slow because they're actually
Right.
using the equipment for their full-time.
But they are keeping in contact with us, and that was part of the deal, as long as they
Yes.
keep in contact and show us improvement. 205 Railroad, house and shed in disrepair, junk vehicles. I see a note in here about business license for that property.
That's something 2 or 3 meetings ago that the gentleman came in. I sent out a copy of the business license that he provided to
Okay,
us.
I remember now.
Not sure if I still have it in my binder here, but
But there has been some improvement on cleaning up the property, so.
Which the business license, takes care of, because it's registered as a junkyard.
Salvage yard.
Auto salvage yard.
And that particular property for right now is still in the in an industrial zone.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it still doesn't, the house is still a concern, so.
If we get the new zoning ordinance passed, that will change, that those properties will become residential. But we'll deal with that part of it later.
Right.
We're at 330 Railroad.
No issues there. Everything's still moving, it looks like.
I need to talk to you after the meeting about that. I have an idea that we might be able to get them vans out of there into another property that's already zoned commercial. Because that lot, I have found out that lot where he parks all them vans is residential, not commercial, which puts a whole different zoning on it. And I know there has never been an action with the BZA to get a variance to run a business out of that residential property. So that there's an option there, we might have to.
And that's still the question, is he actually running a business there, or is he just got a bunch of friends that parks his things there?
Yeah.
So,
We'll do a little more investigating on that. 405 Railroad,
she's still slowly working on it, but she's working on it and it's fine.
looks better than some of the other properties that we've been dealing with.
and what's the address of the property just south we talked about earlier?
315 Railroad.
Okay, we'll talk about that in the new complaints.
Yeah, I got that down too.
Okay. 400 High Street. Did we ever send a letter to Joe thanking him for cleaning things up?
I did not. I wouldn't even begin to know. I haven't.
Okay, let's go ahead and put a letter together saying thank you. Send it to the last known address. I think it's the Columbus address. Or is it the Russell Lake address? Russell's Point address.
I'd have to go look at that. I can't remember.
Let's just send him a thank you letter.
We skipped.
He's been keeping a mode and everything, so.
We skipped 435 Railroad.
Which one?
435 Railroad.
Oh, yeah. Back up to that.
They've gotten everything out of the driveway. It looks good.
Yeah.
It's still that garage. That's the issue. That's a Mark Wynn issue.
I've got a new one for Mark Wynn. I'll give him a call on those two today. Where we at now? 405 High Street.
They had been keeping up on their grass. It needs mowed again. They're gonna have to get a letter because it looks really bad.
Okay.
Just be a warning.
.400 East Shackley. We're gonna have to,
That's the house.
that's the house.
I was told that he's moving back into that.
Really?
There's been vehicles down there, and I was told by another business owner uptown that they're in the process of fixing that up and he's moving back there.
Maybe it'll get cleaned up. Well, let's wait and see what happens till next month. 435 East Shackley, the empty lot.
It's looking better little by little.
Let's continue to monitor on that. Uh, 410 East Shackley,
It's improved.
continue to monitor. 110 Bittersweet,
So the gentleman from 110 Bittersweet came in, it's probably been the end of June, and to pay his utility bill, and I took the opportunity to have a conversation with him about his yard. We've driven by it again today. It's mowed. There's not trash anywhere. Now, there's a few weeds up around the house. This gentleman works an abundance of hours, and I didn't tell him who made the complaint. He knew who made the complaint. I just asked if he could just please keep up on it, and if anything were to happen that he couldn't, just let us know. He was super nice to talk to, super easy, but we drove by this morning, and other than just a few weeds and like the rock in front of his house,
is that trailer still in the front yard?
it's up, backed up like by the garage, and it's got stuff on it like he's loading it to get rid of it.
All right, let's continue to watch. 455 East Line,
Seen a dumpster sitting out back.
anything in it?
I don't know, I didn't stop and check.
It was supposedly somebody was there cleaning up stuff last week when I was out of town. Rumor it sold, rumor it was debunked, that it's not being sold, or it's not sold yet. I know at least one person that would be interested in it. It's just a matter of getting a price where they want it, but I don't know where that's at. Let's watch that one, see what kind of improvements we get. I know there's some brick problems on the north wall, that little structure or whatever it is, it's
Yeah,
back
scabbed on the
behind
back
there,
end, yeah.
that I call a hog barn. That's falling down, that needs removed. I hope that gets removed out of this, with that dumpster there, but we don't know. We need to, I don't know who to talk to on that, other than maybe if we can get a hold of the owner and say, what's going on? I have somebody that knows. Let me. I'll have my one contact get a hold of the owner and see what kind of status we can get out of him. 500 West Line,
All sorts of improvement. Like, he's clearing things out. I've heard that the owner may be moving, but it's been improved.
all right, we'll continue to watch on that one too. Okay. New properties. The hayfield at 865 Rainbow Road.
So I sent a warning letter to the property owner. The wife of the property owner came into the town hall, was not very happy. Had a long conversation with her, that the town could mow it for her, we'll bill her. Evidently, her son, is the one that takes care of it. He's been in the hospital with some medical issues. Her and her husband are not physically able to do it as well. I offered the town to do it. We would bill them. She said, absolutely not. They, have done something as far as like plowing up plots. So it's not like you can just go in and mow it. I'm not quite sure I follow what she was saying. I told her that she needs to stay in contact with us, with me specifically, the town hall. We would allow a little latitude since the person that is supposed to take care of it is ill. I suggested finding in the meantime for her to find somebody else to do it, but apparently her backup and her backup to the backup all have health issues. So that's where we're at.
The last notice was mailed on, excuse me, on June the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Let's, when was the last time you talked to her?
It's probably been a week and a half ago, maybe. It's like
Okay.
right after we got back from vacation, so,
Okay.
yeah.
But if nothing's done in the middle of next week, let's make contact again.
Okay.
300 South Main.
Here's South Main, the road front property looks good. They own a lot behind them. It doesn't look like it's been mowed for quite some time. There's also a few cars that have been back there for quite some time. It appears that have the grass and so forth growing up around them. So they probably just need to get an initial letter. I don't think that we've dealt with them this year at all.
Yeah, let's go ahead and send a warning letter. .115 East Line.
That's the house that's behind Abracadabra that we actually have an ordinance complaint form filled out on. They've mowed it since then, and we had an issue with them after they moved in. They had a bunch of stuff piled up behind their garage. We sent them a letter. They got a dumpster. They took care of it. So I honestly don't think it's an issue at this time.
Okay, so say they're compliant.
Mm-hmm.
125 East Line.
It's right next door to the house that's been abandoned with the grass issue and.
I know that house is under repossession proceedings. The one neighbor has mowed it a couple times for them. I don't know when he mows his other lot, he has gone ahead and mowed over there, so I don't know who's holding the mortgage on that. I will try to find out.
According to GIS, before the repossession, it was a Mackenzie Graham.
Yeah. And I think they have vacated they've done the Elvis, left the building. .110 Lincoln Street.
110 Lincoln is the property where the town tore the house down. The grass has grown up. I think the house on 27 that's currently for sale may have been mowing that. And now that they're selling their house, they're not.
And are they living in the house anymore? I think
I
they
don't
have,
think so.
I think they have moved.
I
They
don't think
moved
so.
out a couple weeks ago,
That's what I thought.
but the art still looks good.
Yeah, I can send a
Well,
letter out to them.
Knowing that family, they'll make sure that lot continues to stay mowed until it's sold.
I was gonna say, yeah, that one, I'm sure it's just the one behind that, it's a realty group that has that, so I think we just might as well send them, since it's a realty group, it may take a while, might as well send them a letter straight up, just a warning to say, hey, your grass needs mowed.
And if they don't want to mow it or hire somebody to be done, Matt, that gives Don something else to do, and then we'll bill them.
And we'll see what kind of response we get from them.
List that option in the letter that, what do we charge, what, $50 a yard if we mow them, if I
I think
remember
the
correctly?
ordinance says 100.
Is
Yeah,
it 100? Okay.
Yeah, you could definitely probably find somebody to mow them a lot cheaper.
I'll
We
mow
look
it.
at the quality.
I'll mow it for 50.
See, a couple of our youth council kids that
If I-
mow yards, they contract them with the youth council kids and probably get a better deal.
I'll let the youth council use my mower if they want to go that route.
One of ours has a zero turn.
Yes.
Well, that's an option.
Yeah.
List that in the letter too about youth council. 405 High Street.
That was up in the other one too. I Didn't even see that out there, that they are gonna get a warning about their grass.
Okay.
Weeds.
Should put the property on west of town. Before Hardy Edition.
No, I did not, because I couldn't get on GIS to figure out whose it was. But while he's looking that up, we can talk about 315 Railroad.
Yeah. The person that mows that yard for the owner, the last couple times that they mowed it, Dwayne, they've blown grass out into the street. It was that way last, I believe, Friday. Heavy grass clippings that were blowing into the street. And that is part of our ordinance. We need to send a letter to
So
property
water
owner
to,
asking them to not do that. Please, if they do blow the grass clippings, they blow them back into the property off the street.
Okay. There's a lot between 500 West Line and like that first house on Holly Lane. That's what he's looking at. That's the grass is overgrown. That's what he's looking at. I don't know where it's at, like what the address is.
Oh, that's, goes out in Sealand.
yeah, that lot looks, I mean, it's still within the city limits. It's not owned by the DNR.
It's not conservation land. That's,
Not,
he used to have a garden out there all the time when he was still.
well, it's grown up and there's somebody residing in a tent out there again this summer.
Oh,
So,
if they just moved the area along the road to the tree line,
it's visible from the road. So, I mean, if we're gonna look at, North Rainbow Road, I mean, to me, this property should
Yeah.
be treated no differently. So
yeah, let's contact the owner on that and
send them a letter. And
send him a letter, yeah. That's,
so,
yeah, that's the fellow that lives out in the ring, in Sealand, correct? That
this
owns
is,
that, okay.
Let's get an address on that. Are you on it? No, I'll look it up after the meeting.
yep, I'll get it.
Okay, we've already covered item 5. Any committee comments? Other than summertime grass and weeds, for the most part, we've seen some good improvement. Last week I went to Michigan, do a little fishing and take care of some other business, and I drove through Traverse City on the way to the Upper Peninsula. Beautiful city, big city for all intents and purposes. They've got the same problem with grass and weeds and everything that we do, so it's not just us. It's not just Burn, it's all around. If there are no other things to come before the board, motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Second.
we're adjourned.